If you forget to be grateful, you'll never be happy.
Secret sauce. La salsa secreta.
I'm very happy to have you here, Nick. My first question is one that I usually ask every guest here, which is a very simple one, but I think a very profound one, which is, who is Nick Vujicic?
You know, Nick Vujicic is someone who is happy and satisfied, understanding his purpose and enjoying the greatest riches in life, which is faith and family and friends and experiencing what this world can offer in good times. We just came from a beautiful family vacation worldwide, and that's why I look so rested. And someone who wants to change the world and realizing that as I've gone to 83 countries many times, I know that words and stories and love can change one person. And if we can all change one person, this world could be a better place.
It's beautiful. So, what brings you, what like called you to the World Cup of Transformation?
You know, we get many invitations for me to speak, and this was a unique one. And I love Mexico. My wife was born and raised in Mexico, and it's not too far away. And I have friends and relatives there, and so I though saw your vision, and I'm glad to be a part of it, and looking forward to inspiring everyone who comes.
That's fantastic. Yes. We're very excited to be with you coming up this weekend, this end of the week. Going to be a lot of fun. People from many places around the world coming together, joining this vision, which is like you. I think we share that with you, like based on love and the impact it can have on other people's lives.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and looking forward to bringing my participation there.
You've achieved a very impressive things in life, and you've impacted the lives of millions of people. So I have something that brings up my curiosity strongly is like, after you achieve this level of success, like the cultural level of success, how do you define what's next? You know, what are the new goals? What motivates you to keep going on?
Good question. In fact, this year has been a year of reflection for me. During COVID, we've had to reset my brand and position, and some of that has not even come on a public level yet, but it will be. Doing a lot more digital online. But it really, in the moments where there were no speaking engagements, it really, though, still lit up a passion to want to make a difference in the world. And in a way that philanthropically helps hungry people get food, clothing, medicine. And I've always wanted to start an orphanage. And me and my wife, we've gone to Mexico several times, and that's where we're going to be starting our first orphanage. But really, as now a father of 4 and seeing my children become of age where they have their own ambition or dream, especially my oldest one, he is quite entrepreneurial. And I think he is 11.
Oh, this is
And
okay.
yeah, and he got the DNA of his daddy. He's got a drive, and loves to make a difference as well, and loves making money to make a difference. So he has his own jewelry business, and he gives away 30% of what he owns to the poor here in Dallas, the homeless veterans. And so we now, as parents, it's not about success becoming bigger and not my success. It's philanthropically, number one, inspiring millions of people to do their part, whether it's them sharing their story, whether it's millions of people giving $2 a day. That's what my dream is by age 52, that we would have 200 million people give $2 a day. But also then help my children receive the opportunity to dream and then equip them to get their dream true.
Mhm. I really like that you said make money to make a difference, because I feel like many people that I come across with that want to make a difference have some resistance to making money. Like, so, like, kind of like they think or they feel, oh, those two don't go hand in hand. But you said to make a difference. It's very powerful.
Yeah, no, I think they do go hand in hand. Not everyone becomes a successful entrepreneur or a speaker or an author or a business owner, but that can be possible. And that was because I made some first decisions to believe that that was possible at the very beginning. As a teenager, my parents, all the credit to them, they taught me to work hard, save money, and have employees to be my hands and feet and start my own businesses. And that was a great lesson. But the greatest lesson that I learned from my dad within regards to money and sustainability is to learn how money can make money. So I went into the stocks and did stock market trading at age 16, did options trading at age 17, bought my first home at age 19, and learned like everyone learns, with failure, with ups and downs, but always making sure, my parents always made sure that we would always remember the poor. So at age 19, that was when the first time I was able to go to Africa, see poverty, and give away money as a teenager. And that was a life-changing experience. And I think we all need to be faithful with what we have, do our best, and always give back to those who don't have what we have.
Fantastic. I think that you've, as I've heard you speak and watched some of your videos, I find that you understand that it's very important or very powerful to assume like responsibility in your life and have a like a profound sense of meaning in life. How have you integrated that into your life, and how has this impacted your personal trajectory?
Thank you for that question. I think all of us humans go through difficult times in life, depression, anxiety. Sometimes we use substances like alcohol, drugs, or even having emotional affairs and cheating on our wife or looking at pornography. There's so many things that people go to fill the void of wondering, why am I here? What's my purpose? What is happiness? People try to fill up that void in our heart with money, and money never satisfies you. You always want more. And so whether it's money, drugs, sex, alcohol, or pornography, or fame, these things never satisfy you. And so I believe that as we're created with God, faith is important in His plan for my life. I think that helped me to realize that when I don't get a miracle, I can still be a miracle to somebody else. It helped me to understand that I'm not a mistake, and that there is no coincidence or accidents. And I know that everyone has different religions. I understand that. But if you asked me, as you did, how did that happen for me? It was my faith in God. I attempted suicide at age 10 because I felt like there was no hope. And then I began my journey in faith at age 15. And I realized, with or without arms and legs, if I can make the world a better place, if I can just help one person not give up, then that's everything. If I can not give up and be a listening ear to someone who is depressed or disabled, or just do my part. I just have to choose every day to not give up. And so that's how I merged that greater purpose and being a miracle for somebody else. It's with my faith and my prayer, which really was discovered through pain and tragedy. I never tell anyone that I understand their pain or their tragedy, but I think we all ask similar questions at points of our lives. And that's when we are discovering where our soul really sits. And I think with the heart and the mind, you can achieve a lot, but you also need to have that greater sense of purposeness and peace in your soul.
Now, once like you find, it sounds like a realization in my experience, after you have some sort of like breakthrough, there's still like ups and downs in life, and there's like dark moments will come again. What tools do you use that support you in those times?
In those times, I have written out 10 different ways in how I could still be thankful and read that over my life. I read the Bible. I talk to people, my friends. I think in COVID, I realized how important friends are.
Yes.
And I was so much in shock with what COVID did to our business, and not knowing what would happen in the future. That I needed to talk to a friend once a week. And I even got professional counseling. I think counseling and talking your emotions out to people also heal the mind and the heart, and you can cope with the anxieties or the depression that you're going through. And lastly, I think every day during those dark moments, I tell myself, just keep on going. Just get through today. Just get through today. And one day at a time, with time, you learn, you grow, you mature, and it builds your character through difficulties as well. So without resistance, there's no resilience. And when you go through something, you don't just get through something, you grow through something. And so that's how we become stronger.
Yes, I like to think about it like life might not get easier, but you get stronger.
Yeah,
You know,
that's it.
it's great. And in every day, like, do you have like practices that you do frequently or every day that support you to like stay in that positive place, strong place?
I make sure that I hug my children every day and tell them that I love them, that they're beautiful. I do that to my wife as well. We have a great relationship, me and my wife. My wife is my rock. We make sure that our marriage is at its highest during the seasons of ups and downs in our lifetime. There's always ups and downs and circumstances. People don't understand that. But our marriage needs to keep strong. If me and my wife are not strong, then our family's not strong. And so I think what we do in our home, how we love on each other, how we express and communicate that love, but also show that indeed, I think that's a big thing for us.
It's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Now we're going to be together in the World Cup of Transformation, and there's going to be people coming from many places around the globe. And so that's going to have we're going to have a lot of cultural diversity, interaction between different types of people. How do you think that can enrich our personal transformation process?
I think what's beautiful is whether they're from another country or not, I think the more transparent you are to people around you, the more transparent they'll be around you. And I always encourage people to share your dream with each other, just because you put yourself in a vulnerable spot to have this fear of rejection and seeing what they would think about your dream. I think coming to something like this, people are a little bit more courageous to share what they think they want to achieve. And that inspires people to know that you're not the only one with some crazy dreams, or you're not the only one who, whatever. And the dreams can be very different, of course, but I think that that community of dreamers and wanting to achieve something higher than themselves and keep on pushing forward, I think that's only a positive thing. No matter who you are, where you come from, we all have those fundamental principles of life, desire, need, and the search for a greater purpose.
What would you say, and let's to wrap up here these questions, that what would you say is Nick's secret sauce for life?
Nick's secret sauce in life is be grateful.
Great.
If you forget to be grateful, you'll never be happy. And if you can't be grateful with what you've been given today, you won't be grateful tomorrow. And that in itself is a very broad statement. And when we go through depression or loss, losses of people in our life, you have to go through grief, you have to grieve, you have to heal, you have to process, and then you have to make a decision to keep on going. So even through difficult times, it's that decision to keep on going and going through what you need to go through to heal, whether that's counseling or therapy. But when you do get through that survival mode, be thankful. When you're not successfully achieving the big goals and dreams you want, be thankful. When you are achieving those goals and dreams, remember to be thankful. When you haven't achieved those goals and dreams, you think you're going to be thankful when you get there. But when you get there, you quickly forget and you're already looking at the next mountain to conquer. So I think to be present, to be thankful, and to make sure that you have prioritization of paying attention to what you believe is the most important thing. So if it's faith, family, and friends, that has to show in your lifestyle, or else you're fooling yourself.
Nick, thank you so much. It's been great. I'm looking really forward to meeting you in person this week. Excited about the World Cup.
Me too. I'll see you all there. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you.
La salsa secreta.